YouTube content creation in Zimbabwe has gained significant momentum in recent years, reflecting the country's unique culture and the creativity of its people. So, in today's interview, we are going to dig deep into Kelvin Birioti's journey, explore their creative process, and uncover some tips that can help aspiring YouTubers elevate their game. So, whether you are a seasoned creator or just starting out, you won't want to miss this.
Hello viewers, what's up guys? It's your boy Depot and Rabbit Tree. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, as well as turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. So today guys, I have one of the biggest YouTubers and content creators in Zimbabwe. Today I have Mr. Kelvin Birioti. Hi.
I'm good. You said one of the biggest.
Yeah. one of the biggest.
Other people feel offended when you say Birioti is one of the best YouTubers.
Oh,
the biggest. Probably when you say the best or the biggest?
Biggest.
When you say biggest, I feel like there are other biggest content creators than me. But when you say best in that category, maybe.
Okay, so I have one of the best content creators.
Exactly.
So a lot of people would want to know who is Kelvin Birioti?
Kelvin Birioti is a content creator and is from Chinhoyi. I did my primary, secondary there in Chinhoyi. But when it comes to tertiary, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to continue here. Rather, I should go to another place where no one knows me, start afresh. That's what I did.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So what inspired you to start YouTube? And when did you start?
I can't remember the exact date, but I started around 2016, 17, 18, somewhere there. Because you can create a YouTube channel today, yes, and then post it today and then maybe post after 3, 4, 5 months. But to be serious about content creation, I started to be consistent, yes, 2019. But 2016, 17, 18, I had a YouTube channel that I was posting football content. So what made me to really start creating content was football. I wanted to create my own opportunity because there was no one who was giving me the opportunity to really play football the way I wanted to play. You know, others would say I was not really good, probably, yes. But for myself, when I was looking at myself, I felt like I had so much to offer. And I created the YouTube channel as a way of posting my own content. Probably someone would see me and say, here's an opportunity for you.
So looking at your channel, back then you used to post social comment videos,
yes,
right? Now we are doing farming, yes, mostly farming and real estate content. What made you change from social commentary to this type of content that you are doing now?
It's because social commentary is bubblegum content. You create a video today, tomorrow it doesn't have value.
Oh wow.
You see. And another thing that really made me to shift is that when other reputable content creators in Africa come to Zimbabwe, they were not seeing someone who was deemed worthy to collaborate with, which is something that is really wrong, especially in a country like Zimbabwe. So it made me to shift and start focusing on content that changes people's lives. Because when we are talking about a content creator, we're talking about someone who is an influencer, which, yes, means you are influencing people in a good way. Yes. But the social commentary, it's negative content.
Wow.
When something bad happens out there, as an individual, as someone who creates social commentary, you are excited. There is news for me. If there is an accident, there is news for me. If
you'll be happy.
You'll be happy. It affects you as an individual. You don't grow. You are learning nothing from that type of content, you as an individual. But if I'm creating real estate or interviewing a farmer, yes, when I go there, I am learning a thing or two. And people who are going to watch this video, they're going to learn a thing or two. So social commentary, I'm telling you, it's a bubblegum content and it's not worth it.
Wow. So what are the strategies that you have found most effective for growing your YouTube channel?
Consistency.
Wow, sure.
Yes, because for me, I don't think that there is a recipe to grow. I feel like you learn as you go.
Okay.
So the methods that I used myself is my next video has to be better than the last video that I create. So, and also I have to make sure that I watch my own content. I have to enjoy. If you don't enjoy your own content,
something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Like, what? Why do you expect other people to enjoy your content, and yet you yourself, you don't enjoy your own content? So at the end of the day, something is missing and something is very wrong. You see.
Wow. So did you ever face challenges when you started the YouTube channel? What challenge did you face when you started a YouTube channel?
I had a terrible phone.
Wow.
I had a terrible phone, and to really like create content that was really good, it was difficult. The phone that I was using back then, I was using a power bank battery.
Power bank battery?
Yes, those ones that look like a remote.
Okay.
Yes, I would use those, and when in the middle of editing, they would switch off. I was using a J5 Samsung back then, and it was really bad.
So a lot of people think you need an iPhone for you to start content creation.
You need to use what you have to start content creation.
So the best thing is to start.
The best thing is to start, and the best thing is to be consistent. For me, I've been consistent, and it pays off, because when you're consistent, you learn from your mistakes that you're making. You need to sit down and look at your content. Am I creating content that is good enough? Am I creating content that is leaving people begging for more? You see, that's the idea. That's the idea I'm telling you.
So how do you stay motivated during the periods of slow growth or low engagement?
Nzara.
Who's Jara?
Because at the end of the day, me, when I'm looking at myself and other people out there, I think they would relate. If you are a Zimbabwean, sometimes, especially things are hard, you can't afford to be depressed. If you say, I am depressed today, I can't do anything, I think I'm just gonna spend the whole day in my blankets. You can do that, but tomorrow you go hungry. So I looked at the slow growth and those terrible days as an inspiration. Like, it was something that was making me stronger. I would sit down and say, why is this happening? And how best can I improve? Doing that over time, you would improve the way you speak, the way you do your things, the way you edit, the way you look at people, the way you communicate with other people. Because if you don't improve in those areas, other people look down upon you, they'll take advantage of you. I think you have to create an environment where you are your own king in your own world, and let people know that this is what I want and this is what I don't like. And another thing, I think other people should know this, that you as an individual, if you want to really grow, you need to learn to say no.
Okay.
And you need to learn how to stop living people's lives. When I say that, there are people who wait for people's opinions for them to make a final decision.
Oh, okay.
For example, they're doing something, and then if someone says, you're not good enough, this is bad, they leave it. They start another thing.
Okay.
So that is you living their life. You're not living your own life. Do things because you love them. Even people say, look, what you're doing is wrong. For you, it's bad, but for me, I love it. This is my dream. This is my passion. I feel like other people out there, they are not living their dreams because of other people.
Okay.
That is something that I recognized when I finished my A level. When I moved to another place, like I was in Bindura, I moved from Chinoy because when I was in Chinoy, I was in an environment where people think they knew me. Like they knew the real me.
Okay.
And whenever I say something, they would say something also like, no, what you're saying is wrong. You see?
So you had to move.
Yeah, because they knew me. We grew up together,
Okay.
But they don't know that when someone is growing, even the way they think, even the way they say things, it changes.
Yeah, it changes.
That's what happened to me, to understand that I was that person who used to wait for people to give the final verdict. But then as I grow, I said, no, man, what if I do this? And I don't even have to care about what they say. When I started doing that, when I started caring about my own opinion in certain things, even the confidence in me grew.
Okay.
You see?
Yes.
So I feel like it played a major role in my life. That.
Okay, so how has been being a YouTuber changed your personal life?
It changed me in the best way, I would say.
Sure.
And I get to be me. I get to be who I am when I'm creating content. I get to meet other people that are really big in terms of business, in terms of farming, in terms of everything, and I get to learn. I feel like when I'm making a video, every time that I go out there, I'm going to school. I'm learning, and I've learned a lot of skills, especially in business, how to do certain things, and I'm applying most of those things now, and it's working for me, I'm telling you.
Oh, so what do you enjoy most when making content and creating YouTube videos?
What I enjoy most is behind the scenes, especially when I visit a business person. There's certain things that you don't say on camera, and I enjoy those things that are not said on camera. You see, like the money stuff, how much they are making, how much they are doing. Like there's certain, it's normal. I can't be exposing my revenue on social media. You see,
you can't.
So when they're exposing those revenues, there's a certain way that they tell you things, and there's a certain way that you yourself as an individual who is on the ground, you learn. So the behind the scenes, they give you advice. Like, you know, when someone is giving you advice on social media, they're beating around the bush. They just pampering you, say, you know, you should start. But
the best thing is to start.
Yeah, the best thing is to start. Yes, the best thing is to start. But when it's behind the scenes, they will be pointing fingers at you like, you. I'm
serious?
telling you, you should be serious. You should do this. You should do this. They don't beat around the corner. You see? So that's, for me, that has been the best thing.
So what are some common misconceptions about being a YouTuber in Zimbabwe?
They think that it doesn't pay.
So does YouTube really pay?
Yeah, it does. And
Sure.
it does. And the best thing is that YouTube brings peace of mind and flexibility. You do whatever you want, and YouTube doesn't have drama, because you might be big on YouTube and people don't even know you. You might be making, for example, me, a lot of people, they don't know me.
Serious?
Yeah, I feel like for me, the kind of content that I create, it only caters for those who want to start being serious about their lives.
Yeah, serious people. Only.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I could probably go to some of the funny places and no one knows me, because they are those people who sit down and say, where are we going to have fun next? But the people that watch my video are those people, where am I going to invest next?
So serious people. Only.
So serious people. So when I meet someone who knows me, I really do pay attention to what they're going to say to me, because it's either they need like a little bit of push. Like I'll be the one who's telling them, well, please do this. You know, the way they do it behind the scenes for me, I would be doing to everyone who meets me and say, oh, Birioti, I want to invest in this kind of stuff. Can you help with this and that? And I say, my pleasure. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. So
can someone really make 4 figures with YouTube in Zimbabwe? Yeah, in Zimbabwe.
yes,
Sure.
I'm telling you.
Per month.
Per month. I could give you a good example. Like one of my videos, it is over 200,000 views. It made like one video, it made like $1,000 US.
Wow,
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. So one video, if it's generating that kind of revenue per month, if you make 8,
So even if you post one video, it's enough for the
exactly. So on YouTube, if you reach 1 million views,
month. Yes.
you're rich, my guy.
Sure.
Unlike on Facebook, you can reach 66 million views and get like $81.
Wow.
You see, YouTube pays. Like I said, YouTube creates an environment for you to make money without people knowing you.
Okay.
You see,
We're different when it comes to TikTok. What
Yeah.
It's different.
yeah, TikTok doesn't pay at all.
Oh.
People just go on TikTok and Instagram to create a fan base, so that people, when I'm walking in the streets, was, oh wow, look at them. But YouTube, if you want to make money, real money, go on YouTube.
Oh. So how many videos do you have on your channel as of now?
As of now, I think if I'm to count with the social commentary time, I think I have over 3,000 views. 3,000
videos.
Yes.
Oh.
But if I'm only counting like real estate and farming and entrepreneurship, I think maybe over 150.
Over 150 videos. And you do have around 136,000 subscribers.
Yes. Yeah.
So which one was your best video with the most views?
With the most views,
and most revenue. I don't know.
Yes. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The video that has got like the most views generated like maybe $700.
Yes.
It had like 400,000 views.
Right.
It was on a house. Real estate content pays. So when you're creating content, you need to know where you are paying attention to.
Wow.
You have to sit down and choose like your specific niche. Then another video that generated like $1,000 was sitting on 200,000 views.
200,000 views.
It's funny, like when you're looking at numbers. But the best video that I made, that I enjoyed making, the one that I made in Victoria Falls of this lady who has a hotel.
Wow.
It's like a traditional hotel. Like the lady, the lady made the video interesting. Not necessarily the environment, but the person. The lady, she's a pastor, and the way she was carrying herself and doing her thing, even the way that she was expressing herself on camera, I admired that. Like the way she was speaking, the way she was putting God first. That is something to look at and say, I am inspired.
Wow.
You see, because we are looking at someone who is successful and then they put God first. It's very rare.
Wow, it's very
rare. Because it's only poor people that put God first because they want to be successful.
Exactly. Yeah,
once they are successful, they forget that there is God.
Yes.
That's what we are, human beings.
Right.
But I think we have to look at God and say, because you are who you are our master, you are our God. You deserve all the glory and honor. Not because you did something for me, I'm supposed to say, oh, thank you, God. Even without anything happening in your life, even with your sickness, even with, you are supposed to be in a position to say, you are a good God. You are an amazing God. I think it's very rare to find in human beings.
Okay, so comparing those two videos, you said the one which is on 200 something views, it generated around 1,000 US.
Yes.
Then the one with around 400,000 views, it generated 700 US. A lot of people think and always say, is it always about making long videos? Is it always about
long, not short?
So long videos pay.
Yes.
But is it all about making long videos? What about if you make long but not interesting videos?
Thank you for asking that question. So when you're making a video, make sure that you pay attention to every detail. Don't just make a video that I want it to be long. You'll be killing your channel when you do that. Because you might make a video that is longer and then it's boring.
It's boring.
So you are boring people and people are going to click out and that video is not going to be recommended, which means you are killing your YouTube channel. If you make it short and precise, where you are laying out everything and the video is interesting, that is interesting. That is you growing your YouTube channel and not necessarily paying attention to the revenue. As time moves on, you see even those shorter videos, they would bring more revenue compared to the one who's just making a video because they want it to be long.
They want to be long.
Thank you for bringing that up. That's really important.
So what are your goals for your channel for the next let's say 5 years, provided that now you have 136,000 subscribers?
5 years from now, by God's grace, I want to be sitting on 10 million subscribers.
Wow, 10 million.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Wow.
And by God's grace, I want 10 million subscribers. And the funny part about content creation is when I'm saying this, at least I have like 100,000 subscribers, people might say it's something that is not easy to achieve. But when I had 500 subscribers, I never knew that I would be here. You see, I never knew that I could be able to have these numbers that I have, to be making this money that I'm making. You see, so by God's grace, 5 years from now, this is going to be big.
Okay, so if you could give a piece of advice to someone who is starting a YouTube channel, to someone who is thinking of starting YouTube channel, thinking of creating content, and also small YouTubers like us, what advice would you give to that kind of people?
Pray for your YouTube channel.
Wow, that's the first thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, when you pray, God will strengthen you in every area, and you start to be consistent. You have the courage to keep on pushing.
Well, it all comes with a prayer.
It all comes. Prayer is the key in everything. Prayer is the key to open every door. So, because at the end of the day, content creation do put you in a position to give up sometimes. But wamboesa ka prayer, marana babadzira umsana manangu. Don't give up. This is just the beginning of something big. Because everything big starts small. You see, that's the thing. So, yeah.
So previously we talked about the challenges that you faced when you started your YouTube channel.
Yes.
So now you are the best YouTuber now. What challenges are you facing as a best YouTuber with 136,000 subscribers?
You know, as someone who is in my position, the challenges that I face is every time that like when you've reached this level, there are certain challenges that comes with it. Like you should evolve, you should pay attention to every detail, like seriously. And if you do not avoid to make those mistakes, you're making a big mistake. I feel like when you're at this level, the challenges are not really easy to explain.
Sure.
Because for me, for example, when someone looks at my content, they say, "Oh, you're doing well."
Yes.
But for me, I'm being proactive. I want to evolve. I want to run away from some of the things that I do.
Wow. Okay.
You see,
Yes.
for example, farming is good.
Yes.
Really, really good, and it uplifted me to be where I am today.
Yes.
But as time moves on, you'd see that there's repetition. If I interview a cattle farmer today, and interview another cattle farmer, you'd see that there is repetition in information, because successful farmers, some of the principles, they are the same.
Okay.
It's like maths. Maths.
Yeah.
2 times 2, you know that it's 4.
Yeah.
You see?
It won't even change.
It won't even change.
Yes.
So that's the thing with farming. So as a content creator, you need to think outside the box. If you don't think outside the box, that's what I said. Like when you create a video, even if it's doing well, sit down and analyze the video.
Okay.
Because if you keep on creating that same content, you'd see that you start losing viewers. That is why you see. That is why you see that there are big channels in Zimbabwe, and they are not they are not having good views.
Oh.
It's because they are not sitting down and analyzing where the wind is going.
So you need to be creative.
You need to be creative. You need to sit down and even find other people and say, because for me, sometimes I always tell this kid, this hustler friend of mine, this young man,
PV,
analyze 3 videos of mine. I did that, I think, when I was in Malawi. I told him, look at my videos. What do you think I'm missing out? That is learning from other people, not just relying on your own perspective.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
Kunda is another good example. I always go to him. I always go to him and say, Nkoma, how do you think we should do this?
Yes.
How do you think we should evolve? How do you think we should improve? I'm always in those calls with Kundai.
Wow.
I'm now doing podcast. This is podcast.
Yes.
What do you think? Dara podcast bo. So that is needed. No one is going to be successful alone.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
So you need to always seek advice from other people.
Yes.
Which are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So guys, thank you for watching. It's goodbye.
Yeah. My minutes, Mangan.